Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Testing Gyan. This is our fifth video in the series of array data structure programs, and the problem which we are going to discuss today is how to reverse an given array. The program for this problem we have already seen in our last video. Today we will discuss it in more detail. So let us begin. Consider this as our input array with array elements as 1, 2, 5, minus 1 and 10. Now if we reverse this array, our output will look something like this, with 10 on the first place and 1 on the last place. Like all the array elements are reversed now. 10, minus 1, 5, 2 and 1, which is 10, minus 1, 5, 2 and 1. So this way our array is reversed. Now let us see the approach to work on this problem. So the approach to work on this problem is very simple. We will use the start and end pointers, and we will swap the array elements at those indexes. And with each array traversal, we will increment the start pointer and decrement the end pointer. The condition which we will use here is like our start index should always be less than the end index. Okay. Initially, my start index will be 0 and end index will be 4, which is the last array element index, and 0 is the first array element index. So if we start the iteration, that is array traversal, our condition is 0 is less than 4, which is true, and we will swap the array element at 0 and 4. After the swapping, our array elements will look like 10, which was the array element at index 4 is now at the index 0, and 1, which is the array element index at 0th index, now at the 4th index. So this way array element indexes are swapped. Now in iteration 2, our start pointer will be 1 because it is incremented by 1 index, and end pointer will be 3 because it is decremented by 1. So 1 is less than 3, our condition is met. Okay, and we will swap the array elements at index 1 and index 3. So our output will look like 10 minus 1 because minus 1 was the array element at index 3, which is now at index 1, and 5, and then 2, which was the array element at index 1, now is at array element at index 3. So this way array elements are swapped. And in iteration 3, our start index will be now 2 and our end index will be now 2 because 3 is decremented by 1 and 1 is incremented by 1. Now our condition is not met. We will come out of the loop, and if we see in our iteration 2, our complete array is reversed. Our output is 10 minus 1, 5, 2 and 1. So this way our array elements are reversed. Now let us see the program to work on this approach. Program to work on this approach is very easy. We will follow all the steps. So let me build it for you. Public static void. Instead of void, let us keep it as the our method return type as array. Int reverse array is my method name, and my input will be array. Okay. Now our start index is int start, or we can make it more generic, like we can also pass on the start and end index, that is we can specify on what indexes, under what indexes our array elements should be reversed. Okay, so if I want to reverse the complete array, my start index will be 0 and my end index will be the last array element index. Int end. Okay. Now we will use the condition while, like the condition was while start is less than end. Okay. When start is less than end, then simply swap the array elements. We can use the any reversing technique, that is using the temp variable, using the multiplication, addition. Okay, any approach. So I will use the temp one. Int temp is equal to array element at start, then int array element at start is equal to array element at end, and array element at end is equal to temp. So this way our array is reversed. Sorry, I don't have to give this int here because it is already an integer type. Now this way our array elements are swapped. Now the next thing is like we will increment the start pointer, we will decrement the end pointer. At the end we will simply return our array, return array, right? So this way our array is reversed now. So now let us verify this solution. So let me give array equals to reverse array, and my syntax is array dot length minus 1. Okay, now if we see, so you can see now my output is coming as 10, which was the last array element. Now at the first index minus 1, 5, 2 and 1. This way our array is reversed. I hope you got this solution. In case of any questions, please let us know over the video comments. Thank you.